All right. Hola, gente. Welcome to my live stream. Happy Monday. I am excited to be here. Finally, I think I got this together. I went back to the old way here on YouTube. There's like a new site on YouTube for creators, people who have YouTube channels. It's called YouTube Studio. And they are doing like a beta version, which is not helping me doing it right when I'm doing live. So I feel like for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I've had issues with it and I have to like restart the live. But I went back to the classic way because it's just easier. I know how to set it up really quick and it's done, you know? So anyways, welcome again. Let me know if you did any jokes for April Fool's Day because it's April 1st. I tried to do a like a joke on Instagram and I backed out of it because after I did that, I went to Facebook and I saw a post that said like pregnancy is not a joke, you guys. Like faking a pregnancy is not a joke. And I was like, oh man, that's exactly what I did on Instagram. I mean, everyone like around my family, like friends and family, they're always asking me like, when are you gonna have kids? And I thought it would be like fun to tease them. But anyways, today I am going to create this look right here. I did one eye, so we are not here like 2 hours doing a makeup tutorial. But it's spring inspired because I love spring. I love April. If you don't know, April is my birthday month and I'm super excited. So, hi Anjali! How are you? Welcome. So I wanted to show you how to create this eye look. It seems like really hard, but it's actually easy. I only use like 4 eyeshadows and I will guide you step by step on how to complete it. I did like my whole makeup already. I did my foundation, blush, like everything else, even my lipstick. That way we can do this really fast. But if you have any questions on any products I use today, check on the description because I did list them all there. Now, if you are wondering, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Hollywood, and I wasn't too sure if I liked it, but it's a nice nude. I'm enjoying it, and I think the key is to make sure that your teeth are white. I've always had problems with nude lipsticks, and that's the reason why, because I felt like it didn't look good on me, and most of them was because I thought I had yellow teeth. But I've been whitening them lately, just keeping them like white as possible, and I think the whiter they look, the better. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, we are going to start with this eye look. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is it right here. I believe this is a really nice palette for spring. I love it. It smells amazing, by the way. It was limited edition when it released at the beginning, but now you are able to pick it up anytime. So I think they still sell it at Ulta, so you can pick it up at Ulta. I'm not too sure about Sephora, but I can look it up. But anyways, I thought these colors were like very appropriate for spring. I love the color combinations here. I'm gonna stick with the browns. The darker colors, if you want to do like a more smoky eye, they could work. But I like all the lighter shades because they look amazing. They're so pretty. So the first thing I am going to do is zoom in over here. All right there, that way you can see me better. Let me like adjust my chair here. But I'm going to take this shade, it's called Puree, this shade that you see right here, and I'm going to be using my Sigma E40. It's a tapered blending brush. It's a very fluffy brush. It will help me to blend it on the crease. I do have a little bit of bronzer because I did my makeup today for work and I didn't take it off. So if you see that little brown, that's what it is. But it won't affect much the look, you know, because this color Puree is pretty close to that bronzer color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some, and I'm going to be always tapping the excess just to make sure that I don't have too much. And I'm going to be slowly building that crease. I'm going to place it on my crease, and then on with windshield my white promotions, I'm just going to blend it all. I do want this to be like inside my eye, outside too, to create that halo effect. And I'm just building it over. And make sure that let me make sure that I have my chat up, that way I can follow up with your comments. But what I do like about this look is that you can change it with a lipstick, or with, if you want liner or even lashes, you know, like you can put it as glam as you like or as natural as you like. So it works for a lot of occasions within spring. So what do you guys did today? I wanna know. I went to work. It was a short day. It was 10 to 2, and we call that like the princess schedule. If you work like less than 5 hours, we call you princess. Because our schedules are always long. Like our work days are either 6 is like the lowest, 6 to 9 hours, sometimes 10. I have worked 11 hours. So the fact that I didn't even work 6 hours was a freaking miracle. So as soon as they knew that I was just gonna work from 10 to 2, like my co-workers today, they were like, oh, she has this princess schedule today. And then they were like, well, good for you, because actually I've been working a lot since let me just trying to get the shine away. I've been working a lot since I got full-time, and they know that I barely get like a princess schedule. So it's like, good for you. And then when I check my schedule, they shorted me 3 hours. I'm supposed to work 40 hours, and this week I have scheduled to work 37. So it was like, I'm gonna make it up another day, but not today. I'm not gonna mess up my my princess schedule. Oh, hell nah. Okay, so I'm blending this all the way up here, as I do want it to show. Remember, when you are doing like a cut crease or a halo eye, the higher you go, the more it shows. If I were to keep it like in the middle without blending it a little bit over the crease, I would cover, you know, the part where I'm going to cut the halo eye. So that's the reason why I'm taking it a little higher. Once I blend it as I like and make sure that I don't have any harsh lines, that it looks very seamless, I'm going to take another color. This is called Summer Yum. It's like a more like brick orange. This one right here. And I'm also going to take it with my Sigma E25. This is a blending brush. It's a more precise brush. And what I'm going to do with that color is I'm going to place it right on my crease and just build that crease a little darker. Now this one, I'm not going to blend it like all the way up like the other one. I want to do like, or make more definition on my crease. That way you can see like a sharp difference between that really light color. But yeah, it was a short day for work, but it was a long day for me because, first of all, I went to sleep really late last night. I went to sleep after midnight. I was going to, well, I took the dog out. I walked him over. I've been walking him for like at least 30 minutes every time I take him out. And I didn't want him to wake me in the middle of the night, so I decided to go very late. Now I'm applying it like right on the inside. I'm also going to be applying it or blending it on my outer V. So I took the dog out like at midnight and I was tired and I went to bed. And what else did I do? Also, he didn't wake me up like right in the middle of the night. Sometimes he wakes me up like at 1 in the morning, which is rude, by the way. But this time he woke me up like at 5:30, and I actually needed to go to the bathroom too. So I went to the bathroom, I took him out, and I went to sleep. But you know, like when your sleep gets interrupted is not the same. So then my alarm went off again around 7, like between 7 and 8. I can't remember because I was too sleepy. And instead of snoozing it, I did wake up and took out the dog again. And then we walked like for 20 minutes before I had to work. So I had to start at 10, which is good because I wasn't rushing, you know. I was able to take the dog without being like, oh my god, hurry up, I'm gonna be late. So that was good. But by the time I went to work, I was pretty much tired. Okay, so I'm going to take my Sigma E40, yep, E40, and I'm going to blend those edges just a tiny bit. We've been blending as we go, so we don't have to blend that much. You also want to make sure or go over, you know, to go over that way you don't have any. The more blended it looks, like the more beautiful it looks. Just looks like you're a pro. Going to keep still using the same Summer Yum color and just tapping the excess right on my inside and I'm leaving the middle without any product because that's where our halo color is gonna go, like our really light color to create the halo eye. Let me know if you guys hear me well and can see well. And to create that halo effect, I'm going to take this ColourPop brush. This is like a flat brush, and I'm going to use the shade Lucius. This color right here. I think this color is beautiful. Like, it's so gorgeous. It will pop your lid like no other. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. And the trick of this one is that I'm going to wet it with some Fix Plus. So I have some Fix Plus here, and I'm going to wet this shadow. If you don't have some Fix Plus, you can either use water or setting spray. So don't feel like you need to buy Fix Plus in order to create this look. As long as the shadow is wet, you're able to, you know, intensify this eyeshadow because that's all we want. We just want to create like a more metallic look. And most of the times people do concealer to cut the crease or to like do the halo effect. But because this eyeshadow is wet and it's going to give us that metallic effect, you won't need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it right in the middle. And I don't know if you can see it, but it just looks like if it were to be a concealer. It was so easy to place and it looks so intense. Then I'm going to like create a crease here. Put the crease right and just in the middle of it. I'm not going to go all the way because what we want to create is like a seamless transition between the middle, the beginning, and the end, you know. And I'm going to blend inwards. The reason why I'm blending inwards is just to not make it spread all like around the eye completely, but to keep it contained. Maybe you can tell, but it looks so intense. This is Fix Plus, you guys. This is what a wet shadow looks. That's why I love this palette. So now I'm going to make sure that this edge here looks very sharp. So what I'm doing is, like, when I'm applying it right here, I'm using the brush sideways. I don't know if you can tell. But when I am doing the line, like to cut the crease, I'm using the edge, like a really pointy side of this brush in order to do that. So make sure that you take a brush that is flat and has, you know, it helps you out with this process. I'm trying to match this eye. So most of the times the top part is like, you're doing like a triangle, The top part is wider and then you go thinner as you go down. And then you can also use the pointy side of the brush to blend those edges in between. And to blend it even better, I'm going to use my Sigma E20. My Sigma E25. This is just a blending brush, but it's a more precise one. That's why I like it so much. I'm going to take the shade Summer Yum, which is the shade that we used before Luscious. This one right here. And I'm going to blend those edges. Blend right here, the inside of the eye. And I am barely like touching the eye. I'm trying to make sure that it blends, you know, like it looks very seamless, that you can't tell when does the shimmer shadow starts and when does the matte shadow ends. And I'm blending this side as well. Now what I like about this look too is that it looks more orangey. Sometimes I've done this look sometimes with adding this brown color here, but I think that for spring it looks better if you just keep between the like really light browns and the oranges, because it helps with the mood of spring. And obviously you're going to see that the Lucious color is fading away slowly, which is good. That means that it's blending. And then we can just go back again and adjust or do any adjusting, you know, like intensifying it and things like that. But you see, it looks very hard, but it's actually very easy. I thought it was like perfect for a live stream. I actually didn't know what to do this morning, so I took advantage of leaving early from work, and I'm like, should I do? I knew I wanted to do something spring inspired because of like 1st of April, but I wasn't sure which palette. First, I didn't know which palette I was going to use, and then I didn't know what look to do, and I almost ended up doing a normal like half cut crease like I always do. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that because I always go like for a half cut crease. I think it's pretty simple at this point for me, but I wanted to do something different, and I came up with this and I thought it was pretty nice. And also because I wanted to match my lipstick, and I thought this look just was perfect for that one. All right, so now my brush is still a little wet, but the reason why this one is popping more than this one is because I went back with the same brush and I wet it again, and I go right in the middle, just applied a lot more. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's like boom in your face, right? Every time it's freshly wet, it just pops so much more. I remember we were blending, so when you're blending, it goes the brightness effect goes down a little bit because we're adding 2 other matte colors that covers that shade. Alrighty. Keep back and forth until like you're super happy with the effect. Let me playing just a little bit more until I'm like completely happy. Like perfect. So another trick that I use is I used a pencil brush. This is my Sigma E30. It's a smaller brush, and I took the shade Summer Yum. This one right here. This one. this one right here, the really dark orange brick color. And I took a little bit of that and I tried to blend these edges. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to keep this brightness effect on the middle. And the more I blend with if I blend with this other one, with the Sigma 825, it loses that power. It makes this color lose power. So I just blend just a tiny bit. The way it stays right where I want it to be. There you go. I think you can see the difference. If you want it more intense, you can go back with that brush. Just like right at that center of your eye. And that is a halo eye, you guys. You just play with the edges, play with the blending. The key here is blending all the time. And the more you blend in terms of like the more precise you are while blending, and if you take more time blending, the better it looks. You can do this in 5 minutes and it will still look good, but if you take that extra 5 more, it will look so much better. So I'm applying a little bit more of Lucia's because I want it to pop more. And then on the edges, I want this like really sharp line. Oh, I am eyeing it. Perfect. Always when you are doing this line, try not to do it straight. Try to keep the figure, like the shape of your crease, because then it will look natural. You can totally change the shape of your eye by like changing this line. But if you keep it, like if you like the shape of your eye, like this little crease here, just follow that. Or you keep that like circle effect. Right, and then I think I'm really happy, and it does match the other eye, so I'm going to blend just a tiny bit here because it's me and I like things very blended. And after that, we're going to go with our lower lash line. With the lower lash line, I actually thought of doing like something drastic, but I mean, the simpler you do it, the better. So I'm going to take the shade, which one is this one? Puree. This one right here with the pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply it with my pencil brush right underneath the lash line. And in this case, I did bring it a little lower, like it didn't stay closer to my lash line. I did bring it like closer to these lines right here. I don't know if you can see me. Yeah, I hope you can see me. Sometimes I go down and I forget that, that you guys are watching. I'm going to pick up mirror so it's easier for me to. Then after that, I'm going to take this shade. It's called Summer Yum. This shade right here, and just apply it on top. Now I think the only difference. I remember, no, I think I did it all the way. So all the way here. Does match as our eye. And then I got a little creative, so I took the flat definer. This is a really flat brush, and I took Lucia's, this color right here. You can totally leave it like this, but sometimes people like to match their halo to their eyes. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. This time I kind of wanted to. So I'm going to take that color and then apply it right on the center, just to match that halo color. You might not even see it, sorry. You might not even see it if you're not close to me, but something for you, you know. I try like glitter drops, but I think like glitter tears, but I think that's like so last season. So I rather just do a little bit of shimmering. And if you haven't used Nectar, this color here in this palette, as a highlighter, you are missing out, because that is the best highlighting color in the palette and I love it so much. So I'm going to take my pencil brush. This is another one because I do have two, one for highlighting and then one for my lower lash line. But I'm going to pick up a little bit of that, tap the excess, and I'm going to highlight underneath my brow, you know, underneath my brow and my brow bone. And just to give it that extra pop, I am taking this brush right here. It's called Accent Brush. I'm going to take the same color Nectar, this color right here, but this time I am going to wet the brush because I want that like really intense pop on my inner tear duct. So shadows on the brush, wet it a little bit, and that's what I like about this brush, because it's tiny, so like very precise. Just going to pop it up on my inner tear duct, and whew, so pretty. And then I did bring it a little bit like lower, like onto my eye, on my inner tear duct here, just to pop it up a little bit. And if you think it looks too intense, I did blend, like on this side, I did blend the inner side of this eye right over here to make sure that it looks appropriate. I do want it to pop, but I don't want it to look like it's singing its own music. I want it to part of the chorus. Alright, and that is it. Now, like I said before, if you want to glam it up, you can do a liner and then put some lashes. I'm not going to do that today. I'm only going to do mascara. Sorry, I hit the microphone. I'm just going to do mascara. Quiet. And if you're ever wondering why people take 2 hours on doing their makeup, I took 30 minutes on one eye. Well, it was actually really maybe 15 minutes, but still. Just remember that the more you practice, the faster you go. And most of the times when you're doing a tutorial, you take more time explaining than actually doing the look. So it can take a lot faster. Okay, guys. So there's ways to adjust this look. You are able to maybe tat line, like you know how you have this little skin underneath your lashes. You can tat line, and also you can do like a really bright liner, like a nude liner, just to open the eye a lot more, which is so beautiful for spring. I think it's completely beautiful. You can change your lipstick. Right now, like I said, I have this Hollywood matte lipstick, but you can change it to a more nude, like glossy lip. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Lip Oil Gloss, and in the shade Papadon Peach, which I think is beautiful. Or you know, just like a really nice nude lip, and you know, in a clear gloss. So you can change it to your style. Now I'm going to. I look really oily, and it's because the lights are like beaming on me, and it makes me a little oily. But let me fix myself. But that is it, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know if you have any other questions. Have you tried the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette? Because I think this palette is beautiful. I actually was in between using this one, the James Charles. I thought about using the ColourPop from like the Dream Street palette for spring. Those palettes, I mean, Dream Street palette is very beautiful for spring as well. Let me get it for you. If I can find it. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm here. I'm just trying to look that Dream Street. Yep. I had it right here because I think it's a really nice palette. This one right here. I'm not too sure they still sell it. I should check that out. But you see these colors, like especially this one, this brown and this brown and this one, like they look so pretty for spring colors, which I think are, I love spring. So, you know, even if you don't have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, I believe these colors are very doable. Like you can dupe them out. Use your own palette that looks like these colors. So remember, we use 4 colors. We use Puree for blending the crease. We use Summer Yum to create that halo effect on inner and outer side of the eye. We also use Lucius, which is a pretty nice color. Oh my god, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I would buy this palette just for this color because it's amazing. But you can even use a highlighter too. If you don't have this color, like this palette, you could probably use like a very champagne-y highlighter and use it as an eyeshadow. So that's very creative. And then we use Nectar as a highlighter, which is, you know, you can use any type of highlighter as well. It looks just like this one. So I don't know guys, let me know if you guys, if I say guys one more time, I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways, I hope you guys, oh my god, I hope you love this eyeshadow tutorial. Sorry, I'm crazy. I'm going to go and keep watching Dexter tonight. John hasn't come home, which is weird because he always like is home about 5, but today was a busy day and he's gonna pick up dinner, so we're gonna have dinner together. I've been watching Back to the Future. He always helps me, like he always educates me on classic movies. I love movies, but I haven't watched like really old movies of the, you know, from the past. And he is a movie collector, so sometimes he goes and buys very classic movies and shows me and says, you know, I have to watch this one, blah blah blah. Last year I watched Mary Poppins for the first time. You know, kill me now. And then that last week we started watching Back to the Future. He's watched it so many times. It's been the first time I watched it. But you guys know I'm Rapunzel. I've always lived in a city where I didn't engage with people and I didn't know a lot. So for me, things were just books and boys. You know, work and studying, and you know, I was really focused, very responsible, so I didn't socialize as much as I would love to. So I really didn't see that many movies. And Back in the Future, I know it's a classic, so I watched it. And then what else? Nothing. I would probably just walk the dog for 30 minutes again, do some exercise, see if that helps me to lose some weight. And oh, this weekend I am on vacation. Friday will be my first day, April 5th, and John's friends are coming over and I'm so excited. I haven't seen them in so long. It's gonna be him, his wife, and 2 kids. He is John's best friend like forever since they were little, and he's also the best man at our wedding. So we have a really amazing relationship with him, and he is so much fun, and John and him together are like, it's so much fun. So I'm super excited to pick them up and have fun with them. So this Friday I do have a video for you guys, and then next Monday I am going to do a live stream, but from Magic Kingdom at Disney. So if you like this tutorial and you love Disney as well, just stay tuned. till next Monday, because I am going to show you the fireworks. I'm not going to do like anything makeup related because I'm not going to be home, and every time I do some makeup I like to be like in this area on my makeup room. But because I'm not going to be here at home at all for the entire week, like we're gonna stay there from Monday to Thursday. So I'm going to be over there at Disney and we're gonna stay at a hotel. Sorry, excuse me. So I won't talk about makeup. I'm gonna be up and running and having fun at the parks, and I would love you to join me, and that's what I'm thinking. So I think the fireworks start around 8. So if you see the live not going like as normal, like around 7, it's because the fireworks will start later. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't know. I have nothing else to say besides thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you love this tutorial, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this makeup tutorial, please share it with your friends and family. I would love to, you know, just share the love. And yeah, that'll be all. Thank you guys. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.